My daughter, come closer and listen with your heart, not with fear, not with the ache that keeps you awake at night, but with the quiet place inside you that still believes in my love. I see the way you hold your phone and wait. I see the way your chest tightens when his name crosses your mind. I see the questions you never ask out loud, the ones that whisper, "Why am I not chosen fully? And why does love feel like standing outside a closed door?" I have not turned my face from you. I have not missed a single tear that slid down your cheek when you smiled in front of others and pretended you were strong. My daughter, yes, he loves you. His affection for you is real. The warmth he shows you is not imagined. The care he gives is not fake. But you are not crazy for sensing the distance, for feeling the hesitation, for knowing deep within that another woman still holds the center of his heart. You did not invent this pain. Your spirit recognized a truth your mind tried to soften. And I am not angry with you for loving him anyway. I am not disappointed in you for hoping he would choose you fully. Love is not a sin. Hope is not weakness. Wanting to be chosen does not make you small, but hear me gently now, because I speak not to wound you, but to free you. A heart divided cannot give you the peace you crave. A man whose heart is anchored elsewhere cannot become your safe place, no matter how kind he is. No matter how much he says your name, no matter how tender his voice becomes in quiet moments. I know you keep telling yourself, maybe one day he will see me. Maybe one day he will let go. Maybe my love will be enough. My daughter, love is powerful, but it was never meant to compete. I did not design you to stand in comparison with another woman. I did not create you to live as an option, a consolation, or a waiting room. I see how you shrink parts of yourself to keep him comfortable. I see how you silence your needs so he won't feel pressured. I see how you accept half answers because you are afraid that asking for clarity might make him leave. I see how you replay conversations in your mind, searching for proof that you matter more than you fear you do. And I want you to know this: the anxiety you feel is not love growing, it is your soul asking for safety. My daughter, I am not asking you to harden your heart. I am not telling you to hate him or to deny what you felt. I am asking you to love yourself with the same intensity you have given to him. I am asking you to trust me enough to believe that I would never write a story for you where you must beg to be chosen. The love I have planned for you does not require you to compete with a memory, a past, or another woman's presence. The love meant for you will feel like rest, not confusion. It will feel like clarity, not constant questioning. You wonder why I allowed this connection if it would hurt you. You wonder why I let your heart open only to feel this ache. My daughter, some people enter your life not to stay forever, but to reveal where you still doubt your worth. This love showed you how deeply you can feel. It showed you the tenderness you carry. It revealed the places where you are still learning to believe that you deserve to be chosen completely. This was not wasted. This was not meaningless. Even this pain is being woven into your becoming. I know you fear letting go because you are afraid of emptiness. You are afraid that if you release him, the silence will be unbearable. But hear me, the emptiness you fear is already there, hiding behind unanswered messages and half-commitments. Letting go does not create the pain, it reveals it so it can finally heal. I am not calling you into loneliness. I am calling you into alignment. I am calling you back to yourself, my daughter. Stop asking what she has that you don't. Stop measuring your beauty, your kindness, your worth against another woman. She is not your enemy. She is simply a sign that this man is not ready or not meant to give you what you need. And that truth does not diminish you. It protects you. I did not design you to be second in someone's heart. I designed you to be cherished without hesitation. There will come a day when you look back and realize that what broke you open also set you free. There will come a morning when you wake up and his absence no longer feels like punishment but like relief. You will breathe deeper. You will laugh without forcing it. You will feel peace return to your body, and you will wonder how you ever survived on so little certainty. That day is closer than you think. Until then, lean into me. Let me hold the weight you have been carrying alone. Speak to me in the quiet moments when your chest feels heavy. Cry if you need to. Rest when you are tired of being strong. I am not rushing you. Healing is not a race. But do not mistake patience for permission to stay where you are slowly disappearing. My daughter, you are not too much. You are not asking for too much. You are simply asking the wrong person for what only the right one can give. Trust me when I tell you that I am preparing a love that will not make you question your place. I am preparing a heart that will choose you openly, confidently, without shadows. And until that love arrives, I am enough to sustain you, to strengthen you, to remind you who you are. Lift your head. Wipe your tears. Your story is not ending, it is turning. And I am with you, now and always. My daughter, stay with me a little longer. Do not rush away from this moment just because it feels tender. I know your heart wants answers that feel immediate, something solid to hold onto so the pain will finally make sense. But some truths unfold gently, layer by layer, the way dawn slowly pushes back the night. I am here in this in-between space with you, where letting go feels terrifying and holding on feels exhausting. I know you replay memories, searching for signs that I might tell you to wait a little longer, to endure a little more, to prove your love one last time. I know you wonder if your patience could become the miracle that changes his heart. But my daughter, patience is not meant to keep you bound to uncertainty. It is meant to strengthen you while you walk forward, not while you stand still shrinking your own needs. You have been trying to be understanding when your heart wanted reassurance. You have been trying to be calm when your soul wanted commitment. You have been telling yourself that love means sacrifice, but love was never meant to cost you your peace. The love I give does not ask you to abandon yourself. It does not leave you questioning your value in the quiet hours of the night. I see how deeply you long to be seen, not just admired, not just wanted in moments of loneliness, but chosen in the light, with confidence and certainty. That desire is holy. That longing is not selfish. It is the echo of how I created you, to be loved fully, openly, without secrecy or hesitation. Do not silence that voice within you. It is wisdom, not weakness, my daughter. There are times when I allow someone to love you partially so you will learn what wholeness truly feels like. There are times when I let you taste affection mixed with absence so you will never again settle for crumbs when you were meant to sit at a full table. I know this feels unfair right now. I know it feels like loss. But I am protecting a future version of you who will look back and thank me for not letting this continue. You worry that walking away means admitting defeat, that it means you were not enough. Hear me clearly now, walking away is not failure, it is courage. It is the moment you choose truth over illusion, peace over anxiety, self-respect over longing. You are not losing him, you are reclaiming yourself. There will be moments when your heart aches suddenly, without warning. A song, a place, a memory will bring him back into your thoughts. When that happens, do not scold yourself. Do not rush your healing. Simply place that ache into my hands. Let me remind you that missing someone does not mean you were meant to stay. It only means you loved deeply, and that is something beautiful about you, my daughter. I am already at work in ways you cannot see. I am rearranging paths, softening hearts, closing doors that would have kept you small. I am teaching you discernment, so that when the right love arrives, you will recognize it not by intensity alone, but by peace. The love meant for you will not confuse you. It will not make you wonder where you stand. It will not keep another woman's shadow between you and joy. Until that day comes, let me be the voice that speaks truth when your thoughts turn against you. Let me be the reassurance when you feel unwanted. Let me be the constant when everything else feels uncertain. You are not forgotten. You are not delayed by mistake. You are being prepared. Rest now, my daughter. You do not need to decide everything tonight. You do not need to have all the strength at once. Take this next step slowly, with me beside you. I will guide you out of this season and into one where love no longer hurts like this. I am proud of you. I am near you. My daughter, breathe with me again. Let the tightness in your chest loosen just a little. I know the nights are the hardest, when the world grows quiet and your thoughts grow loud. That is when doubts try to speak louder than truth. That is when your heart asks, what if I never feel this kind of love again? And what if letting go means losing something irreplaceable? I hear those questions. I am not offended by them. But I do not want you to be ruled by them. You are not losing the best love of your life. You are releasing a love that could not meet you where you stand. What you felt was real, but it was incomplete. And incomplete love leaves wounds that deepen over time. I do not want your softness to turn into bitterness. I do not want your hope to turn into self-doubt. That is why I am asking you, gently but firmly, to trust me even when the path ahead feels unfamiliar. My daughter, you have mistaken intensity for destiny. You have mistaken longing for belonging. Just because something stirred your emotions deeply does not mean it was meant to stay forever. Some connections awaken you, not to keep you, but to show you what you are capable of feeling. You learn that your heart is alive, passionate, capable of devotion. That gift does not disappear because one person could not hold it properly. I know you are tempted to wait for a sign from him, one message, one confession, one promise that will change everything. But waiting for someone who is unsure keeps you suspended between hope and hurt. I do not want your life lived in suspension. I want your feet planted on solid ground. I want your days filled with certainty, not constant interpretation. My daughter, the love meant for you will not arrive with confusion wrapped in affection. It will not require you to decode silence or justify inconsistency. It will not make you feel like you must earn your place. It will choose you clearly, even when it is inconvenient, even when it requires courage. And when that love comes, you will understand why I could not let this one define your future. Do not rush to replace him. Do not rush to prove that you are fine. This season is not about showing strength to the world, it is about rebuilding trust with yourself. Learn to listen to your inner voice again. Learn to honor what makes you uncomfortable. Learn that peace is not boring, it is healing. There will be moments when you feel lonely, and you will wonder if you made a mistake. In those moments, remember this: loneliness passes, but staying where you are not fully chosen slowly erodes your spirit. Temporary loneliness is kinder than permanent self-abandonment. I am with you in the quiet. You are never truly alone, my daughter. I am reshaping your heart, not to harden it, but to protect it. I am teaching you discernment so that next time you will recognize love that meets you fully. I am preparing you to receive what you once thought you had to fight for. You will not always feel this ache. This season has an end. Hold on to me now. Let me be your assurance when your emotions fluctuate. Let me remind you, again and again, that you are worthy of being chosen without hesitation. You are worthy of a love that stands in the light, not in the shadow of another. My daughter, remain here with me. Do not pull your heart away just yet. I know there is a quiet fear rising in you now, the fear that if you truly let go, you will have to face yourself without the distraction of longing. That fear is understandable. You have grown used to measuring your days by his attention, his absence, his moods. But I am gently untangling your identity from his inconsistency, because you were never meant to discover your worth through someone else's uncertainty. You keep asking why he could love you and still not choose you fully. That question has kept you awake more than once. Hear me clearly, his divided heart is not a reflection of your value, but of his unresolved past. You cannot heal what he refuses to confront. You cannot replace what he is still holding on to. And it was never your assignment to do so, my daughter. There is a difference between being loved and being available. He was available to you in moments, but not surrendered to you in truth. And your heart, sensitive and discerning, felt that difference even when you tried to ignore it. That discomfort you felt was not insecurity, it was discernment. You were sensing misalignment, not imagining it. I know you have been blaming yourself, wondering if you were more patient, more understanding, more silent, more forgiving, maybe things would have changed. But love that requires you to disappear is not love I endorse for you. I did not create your voice to be swallowed. I did not give you emotions so you would apologize for having them. You were meant to be met, not managed. My daughter, let me say something tender but true. If he was meant to be yours, another woman would not still occupy his heart. I am not cruel for saying this. I am honest because honesty is the beginning of healing. What is meant for you will not be divided. What is meant for you will not hesitate. What is meant for you will recognize you as home, not as an escape. You are grieving not just him, but the future you imagined, the version of love you hoped would bloom from what you were given. Allow yourself to grieve that. Do not minimize it. Loss is not only about what was, but about what you believed could be. I am close to you in this grief. I am not asking you to rush through it or spiritualize it away. There will come a moment, quiet, unexpected, when you realize your chest feels lighter. When you notice you did not check your phone as often. When his name does not tighten your stomach the way it once did. That will be my gentle whisper to you that healing has begun. Do not fear that moment. It does not erase what you felt, it honors it by allowing you to move forward. My daughter, I am restoring your sense of self. I am teaching you that attraction without alignment is a warning, not a promise. I am teaching you that consistency is more romantic than intensity, and clarity is more loving than mystery. These lessons are not punishments, they are preparations. One day, you will sit across from someone who does not make you question where you stand. Someone whose heart is not split between past and present. Someone who chooses you in action, not just in words. And when that happens, you will finally understand why I asked you to release this one. Until then, keep choosing yourself. Keep choosing truth over comfort, peace over familiarity, faith over fear. I am walking you out of this chapter slowly, carefully, with compassion. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming, my daughter. Let me speak into the quiet place that is opening inside you now. I know it feels unfamiliar, almost empty, as if something that once filled your days has stepped back. Do not fear this space. This is not loss alone, this is room being made. Room for truth. Room for peace. Room for the love that will not require you to doubt yourself. You are beginning to see clearly, even if it still hurts. You are beginning to understand that love should not keep you in a constant state of alert, always watching, waiting, wondering. That was never the rhythm I designed for your heart. I created you to rest in love, not to chase it or guard yourself against its absence. My daughter, you have been strong for so long that you forgot what it feels like to be held without effort. You forgot what it feels like to be chosen without question. But your heart remembers. That is why it resisted settling. That is why it ached even in moments of closeness. Your soul knew this was not the fullness you were made for. Do not look back now with regret and say, I should have left sooner. Speak to yourself with kindness. You stayed because you hoped. You stayed because you loved. You stayed because you believed in goodness. Those are not weaknesses. Those are beautiful qualities, and one day they will be received with the care they deserve. My daughter, I am teaching you something sacred in this season. You are allowed to walk away from what cannot love you well. You are allowed to choose peace even when your heart is still tender. You are allowed to say, this is not enough for me, without feeling guilty. Boundaries are not rejection, they are self-respect. There will be moments when nostalgia tries to pull you back, reminding you only of the sweetness and not of the confusion. When that happens, anchor yourself in truth. Remember the nights you cried quietly. Remember the uncertainty you carried alone. Remember how often you questioned your worth. Love that is meant for you will never make you feel invisible. My daughter, I am not punishing him, and I am not rewarding you. I am simply aligning each of you with truth. His journey is his own. Yours is sacred, and I am deeply invested in it. Do not compare paths. Do not look sideways. Keep your eyes on me, as you continue to release this attachment, you may feel waves of emotion rise and fall. This is healing, not regression. Healing is not linear. Some days you will feel strong and clear. Other days you will feel fragile and unsure. Both are part of the process. I am steady even when your feelings are not. I want you to begin imagining a love that feels safe in your body. A love where your breath is easy. A love where your laughter is free. A love where you do not have to guess if you matter. That vision is not fantasy, it is preparation. I place it in your heart so you will recognize it when it comes. Until that day, let me be your reassurance. Let me be the one who reminds you each morning that you are chosen by me without condition. You are seen. You are treasured. You are deeply loved, not partially, not temporarily, not in secret. Walk forward now, my daughter, even if your steps are small. My daughter, I know there is still a quiet ache resting beneath your strength, like an old bruise that hurts when touched. You wonder how long this tenderness will last. You wonder if one day you will wake up and feel completely free, or if some part of him will always echo in your memory. Do not be afraid of that question. Healing does not mean forgetting, it means remembering without pain. And that, too, will come. Right now, I am teaching you how to sit with yourself again. I am teaching you how to be present without distraction, without longing pulling you backward or fear pushing you forward. This is holy ground, even though it feels uncomfortable. Many run from this place. You are brave for staying. My daughter, notice how your heart is slowly learning to soften toward itself. Notice how you are beginning to speak more gently to your own soul. This is not accidental. This is restoration. You spent so much time trying to understand him that you neglected listening to yourself. I am bringing that balance back. There will be moments when you feel tempted to reach out, to reopen a door that is quietly closing. Not because you truly want what was, but because familiarity feels safer than uncertainty. When that urge comes, pause. Breathe. Ask yourself not what you miss, but what you were missing. The answer will guide you back to peace, my daughter. You do not need closure from him to move forward. Closure is not something another person gives you, it is something you claim when you choose truth over hope that hurts. You already know enough. Your heart already understands more than you think. Trust that inner knowing. I placed it there to protect you. I know part of you still wonders if he will realize what he lost, if one day he will come back with clarity and regret. That thought may visit you, but do not build your future around it. Your healing is not dependent on his awakening. Your life is not paused until he changes. I am moving you forward now, gently but surely, my daughter. You are learning the difference between attachment and alignment. Attachment says, I need you to feel whole. Alignment says, I am whole, and I choose you because our paths meet in truth. This lesson will change everything about how you love from here on. As you continue walking, you will begin to feel moments of quiet joy, unexpected, simple, unforced. A smile that comes without effort. A sense of calm that surprises you. These are signs that your heart is remembering its natural rhythm. Do not rush past them. Let them teach you what peace feels like. I want you to know something deeply now. You did not lose time. You did not fall behind. Nothing about your life is wasted. Every tear refined you. Every question sharpened your discernment. Every disappointment prepared you to recognize what is real when it arrives. My daughter, the love that is coming will not ask you to abandon yourself. It will not make you doubt your worth. It will feel like mutual choosing, like safety, like coming home without fear of being sent away. When you experience that, you will finally understand why I held you back from settling. Until then, keep walking with me. Keep releasing what no longer fits. Keep trusting that I am leading you somewhere good, even when you cannot see the whole path yet. You are not walking away from love. You are walking toward truth, my daughter. This is where I want you to rest now, not at the edge of wondering, not in the ache of what almost was, but in the quiet assurance of who you are becoming. You have walked through confusion without losing your tenderness. You have faced truth without closing your heart. That alone tells me how strong and beautiful your spirit is. I know there is still a small part of you that looks back one last time, not with desperation, but with a soft sadness, as if saying goodbye to a version of yourself who hoped a little longer than she should have. Honor her. She loved bravely. She believed deeply. She did the best she could with the understanding she had at the time. There is no shame in that. Now, I am inviting you forward, not with force, not with pressure, but with trust. Trust that what you released was not meant to hold your future. Trust that what hurt you did not define you. Trust that I would never remove something from your life without already knowing what you need next. My daughter, you are stepping into a season where you will no longer chase love or question your place in it. You will recognize love by how safe you feel, not by how anxious it makes you. You will recognize it by consistency, by effort, by presence. And when it arrives, your heart will not feel like it has to prove itself. It will simply open. Until that moment comes, live fully. Laugh without guilt. Dream without limitation. Build a life that feels rich and meaningful, not because someone chose you, but because you chose yourself. Love will meet you there, not as a reward for suffering, but as a natural continuation of your growth. Remember this, my daughter, being loved partially taught you the value of being loved wholly. Being uncertain taught you the power of clarity. Being overlooked taught you how precious it is to be seen. Nothing was wasted. I am proud of the way you listened when your heart spoke. I am proud of the courage it took to release what was familiar. I am proud of you for trusting me even when the path felt unclear. You are not alone. You never were. I am ahead of you, beside you, and within you. And what is coming will not break you, it will honor you. Rest now. Your heart is safe with me.